Hi everyone, thank you guys so much for joining me back today on the mat. My name is Alyssa. I do Pilates at home workouts here. If you're new here and you like what you see, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe, comment, and like this video. I would love to have you go ahead and join my online community here on YouTube on my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, my name is Alyssa and I do Pilates at home workouts. This is going to be a full body Pilates workout here. We're going to be working everything today. The equipment that I'm going to be utilizing today is a set of ankle weights and then also a resistance band, pew, pew, and then also a Pilates ball. You don't have to go ahead and utilize ankle weights if you don't have them. Along with the resistance band, you do not have to go ahead and utilize it. And also if you don't have one, that's totally fine too. I will say for the ball, if you wanted to go ahead and grab a pillow or maybe fold the pillow in half for the work that we're going to be doing today, you're more than welcome to go ahead and grab one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and roll it on back to our backs on the mat, extending the legs on out in a nice supine position here. You can go ahead and place one hand over your heart, one hand over your stomach. Go ahead and close your eyes if you so choose. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale here. Feeling those rib cages expand as they fill up with that oxygen. Open up the mouth, exhale. Letting those ribs soften. Good. Go ahead and take another nice big deep breath in here. Maybe pausing it up at the top. Exhale out through the mouth. Letting it all go. Going to the cadence of your own breath here on your mat. With every inhale and every exhale, just showing up for yourselves today on the mat. Whatever time of day that you're taking this, showing up for yourself, practicing movement, practicing Pilates. Good. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths for me here. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Last and final one, make a count. Go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, letting it all go. Begin to wiggle those toes, wiggling those fingertips, rolling out those ankles, maybe rolling out those wrists, beginning to blink those eyes open if they were closed, bringing warmth and awareness to your mat here. Go ahead and reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Those arms are going to be right in line with those shoulders. Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and take another nice big inhale here. And then on your exhale, you're going to begin to tuck that chin down, slowly beginning to roll it on up. One vertebrae at a time as you come on top of those sit bones. Those arms stay in line with those shoulders. Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and take a nice big inhale here. And then on your exhale, you're going to soften those ribs. Tucking that pelvic floor down up towards the nose as you slowly begin to roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae onto the back of your mats. Good. And let's go ahead and take that one last time here. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale here. On your exhale, begin to tuck that chin, slowly begin to articulate. Vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back on top of those sit bones. Excellent work. Go ahead and take your ball. Find that belly button and place it behind that lower back here. You're going to then go ahead and bring those feet in, bending in those knees, but those feet are still going to be in line with those hips. Go ahead and begin to bring your hands to heart center. Good. And you're going to go ahead and take a nice big inhale once again. And then on your exhale, you're going to go ahead and just tuck that pelvic floor as it tilts up towards that nose. You're going to find that nice little C curve here. Good. You're going to roll the shoulders back out away from those ears. Those are shoulders that come down and away. You have that nice C curve. Beautiful job. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale here as you lower down onto that ball. And then exhale, lift it on up. Good. Inhale as you lower down on that ball. Exhale as you lift. Good. Your rib cage is pulling it at all times. You're thinking about that connection of the belly button to spine here. You're inhaling as you lower, and then exhaling as you lift it on up. We've been here before. If you've been here with me before, but if you're new here, welcome. Enjoy it. Good. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Beautiful job. We're gonna go ahead and add on. You're very comfortable with this. All right, let's go ahead and add on. In 6, when we go ahead and exhale and lift it on up to tabletop position, we're gonna go ahead and float that right leg up to tabletop. And then inhale as we lower back down, tapping and lowering down that right leg. Right side only to begin. Exhale, lift. Into, we're gonna go ahead into it. Don't worry, I will walk you through it. This last one, beautiful job. Let's go ahead and get into that combination. We're gonna go ahead and inhale as we lower down. As we exhale, lift that right leg comes up to tabletop position. You inhale as you lower, tap the ground down. Exhale as you lift and float that right leg up to tabletop. Good. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Good. From here, if this is too much for you, you're more than welcome to just stay here in that nice C curve and then tap the mat down and then float that right leg up to tabletop. You're still gonna feel that nice abdominal shake. All right, otherwise you're inhaling as you lower down. Exhale as you lift. Beautiful job. In 6, we're gonna go ahead and add on. In 5, you're gonna hold that right leg up to tabletop. In 3, in 2, we're gonna get into some nice rotation. This next one, hold it here up in tabletop position. Go ahead and twist it on back to the right side, looking past your right elbow, and then go ahead and come back center. Go ahead and twist it on over to the right hand side. Good, and come back center. I need 8 more. 8. Beautiful. That right leg stays nice and isolated up in tabletop. That power comes from that left rib. I need 6 more. 6. 5, feel the burn, feel the shake. 4, you're gonna hold it back to the right hand side. In 3, yes you can, I need you to breathe. In 2, beautiful job. This next one, go ahead and twist it on back to the right hand side. Little tiny pulses down and up. Little tiny pulses down and up. Good, for 8, 7, that's it, 6, 5, 4, smile, close your eyes if you need to. 3, oh my goodness, I am shaking. 2, this last one, go ahead and come back center. Float that right leg back down on the ground. Beautiful job. Just go ahead and give yourself a nice stretch and maybe rolling it onto your backs. Good, just letting everything on out, stretching it out here, bringing those elbows out wide for a nice cactus for a nice second. Good, exhale, let it all go. When you're ready, we got the other side. Aren't we so lucky? I'm gonna go ahead and flip it on over to this side. That way I can see your beautiful faces and you're not looking towards my back when we go ahead and work that left side. Again, feet are gonna be planted down on the mat. You're finding your low back with that ball here. From here, go ahead and place those hands to heart center. Okay, when they're in heart center, you're gonna go ahead and take a nice big inhale as you lower down. And then exhale as you lift it on up in that nice up wrap curl. You've been here before. We're just burning out that core. We have this other side, and then we're gonna get into the glutes, baby. We got a lower body to do. Good, finishing up with some upper. All right, you guys are doing excellent, excellent work here on your mat. I will say this core series is not easy by any means, and you guys should be so proud of yourselves for the work that you have just done on the right. And you're more than halfway through this core series. Good, for 5. In 4, we're gonna go ahead and incorporate that left leg. In 3, in 2, beautiful job. This next one is you inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift, float that left leg up to tabletop. Good, inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Beautiful job. I need 8 more. Good. From here, you're more than welcome to go ahead and just have it nice back in that nice C curve, tapping the mat down and then floating it back on up to tabletop. It is up to you. Good. I need 4 more. 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it on up in that nice upper ab curl. Left leg is in tabletop position. We go ahead and twist it back to the left-hand side, looking back past that left elbow, and then go ahead and come back center. Beautiful job. Go ahead and twist it on back, and then come back center. Good. I need 8 more. 8, 7. Let that power come from that right rib over to the left-hand side. Good. I need 4, 3. We hold it back to the left-hand side. And 2, we hold it back to the left-hand side. This next one, we're gonna hold it back to the left-hand side here. Little tiny pulses down and up, down and up. Good, I need 8 more. 8, 7, yes you can. Left leg is still lifted. Give me 5, 4, I am shaking 2. I am not a robot. In 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and shake it on out. Whew. Excellent, excellent job, you guys. Go ahead and lose that ball. Place it by the sides. And then go ahead and grab that resistance band. You're gonna flip it on over to a nice tabletop position. All right, that band comes above those knees. And you're gonna swing it around, coming into a nice 4-point position. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it back around. That way I can go ahead and see you guys and all the wonderful progress that you're making on your mat. From here, you're in that 4-point position, okay? You're gonna come down to that left forearm here. Left forearm is gonna be parallel to the top of your mat, okay? All right, from here, you can place your right hand over top of that left. Notice how my knees are directly over top of my hips, or underneath my hips first, actually. Your gaze can be down in front of you, just looking down towards your mat. All right, we're gonna work this right side as we go ahead and engage the left glute here. You're gonna go ahead and begin to lift up that right knee towards the ceiling, toes are pointed, and then begin to lower it back down to meet that left. Go ahead and lift that right leg up with that knee, and then lowering it back down. Good, we're getting into the glutes. Lifting it on up, and then slowly begin to lower it back down. Lifting it on up, fighting the tension on that band here. Good. Your rib cage is still pulling in. Your belly button is to spine. You are breathing, you are not clenching your jaw. You are fighting right through this with me. If at any time you so choose to remove the resistance band, you're more than welcome to do so. Good. Maybe you need to roll up your mat, protecting that left knee. You're more than welcome to do so. Right elbow is bent, okay? It is by those ribs, okay, by those sides. You're actually gonna be engaging those triceps here. Good, in 3, you're gonna hold that right knee lifted. In 2, and then this next one, begin to lift up that right knee here, holding it here, holding it here. Begin to give me tiny little pulses up, and up, and up, and up. Good, small 1-inch movements. Lift, lift, lift. Good, in 4. In 3, you're gonna hold that right leg lifted. In 3, 2, hold that right knee lifted. Begin to extend that right leg out long. Begin to bend it back in towards those glutes. Extending out that right leg, getting into those hamstring curls, and then bending it back in. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh my Lanta, that right tricep is firing on up. In 3, 2. This next one, hold that right leg long, hold it here. Begin to lower that right leg down towards the ground, and then begin to lift and lengthen it on up. Your hips are still squared off to the mat here. Now, if your tricep is really firing up, maybe your right wrist is bothering you, you can go ahead and come down to both forearms here. especially when we lift and lower those legs here. It is up to you, okay? Good. Just continuing to work out those glutes. That tricep is just an extra added bonus. Otherwise, you're lifting and lengthening that right leg here. Good. In 5, you're gonna hold it lifted. In 3, in 2. This next one, hold that right leg lifted here. Hold it lifted. Little tiny pulses up and up and up and up. Good for 4, 3. We're gonna go into a nice little combination. I will walk you through it. In 2. This next one, you're gonna hold that right leg long, begin to lower it down towards the ground and tuck those toes. You're gonna come up to that left palm here. So those arms are gonna be directly underneath those shoulders. With those right toes tucked, you're gonna engage your core and you're gonna begin to lift up those hips towards the ceiling as you begin to drive that left knee in towards that chest. Lower down that left knee here. Drop it down to your left forearm, parallel to the top of your mat. You're gonna begin to lift and lengthen that right leg. Good, lowering it back down towards the mat with that right leg, tucking those toes. You're gonna come back up to that left palm, and then you're gonna begin to lift up those hips, drive that left knee into that chest. Coming it on up for that nice tiger curl. Lowering it back down. Dropping it back down to that left forearm. Begin to lift and lengthen that right leg. Good, you got 6 more of those. Lowering it down, tucking those toes, coming back up to that left forearm, lifting up those hips, drive that knee into that chest. Lower it back down. Good. You have 5 more. Get a little bit deeper, be a little bit more intentional with your movement. Just making sure that you're breathing here, okay? Repeating this motion out loud in your head, okay? You guys got it. I need 3 more. 3. You're gonna hold that right leg lifted. Good. I need 2 more. Yes, you can. You're doing excellent, excellent work on your mat here. You're engaging those left glutes. That right arm, that tricep is on fire, baby. Yes. Lifting up that right leg one last time, lowering it back down, tucking those toes, coming back up to that left forearm, driving that left knee in towards that chest, lowering it back down, coming back on down to your left forearm here. Now you're gonna begin to lift and lengthen that right leg. Open up that hip just ever so slightly to the bottom, to the right hand side. You're gonna begin to drive that right knee in towards that right elbow, and then begin to extend it out long on a diagonal, bending it in, and then extending it out long. Good. 8, 7, getting into those obliques. 6, 5, yes you can. 4, 3, 2, hold that right knee in towards that right elbow. Little tiny pulses in. And in, and in, and in. Good for 8, that's it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, lower down that right knee. Sending those hips back, maybe tapping out that left glute that has a knife in it. Oh, my Lanta. I am shaking in that left glute. Excellent work, guys. Guess what? We have the other side. Just flipping it back on over so then that way I can see your beautiful shining faces here. So now we got that left side. So it's gonna be a little fatigued because we already worked it, but your right forearm is gonna come down parallel to the top of your mat once again. Your left palm is gonna come on top of that right. Your knees are gonna be directly underneath those hips. Your gaze is gonna be down towards the ground here. All right, we got that left hand side. Engaging your core, belly button to spine. Begin to lift up that left knee here, and then begin to lower it back down. Begin to lift it on up here, lowering it back down, fighting the tension once again. Beautiful. If you feel like you need to go ahead and lose the band, you lose the band. You're still gonna be engaging those glutes here. That band is just for an extra added spice. Good. Lifting it on up, lowering it back down. Your hips are parallel to the mat the entire time. Good. And you're breathing at all times, okay? Do not hold your breath. Good. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Fight the tension on that band. Squeeze those glutes up at the top and then lower it back down. For 6, we're gonna hold that left knee lifted. 5, as we're working this left leg, we're firing it on up within those right glutes. 3, you hold it on lifted. In 2, you're gonna hold it on up with that left knee. Right, left elbow is still glued to those sides. In 2. This next one, hold that left knee lifted here. Little tiny pulses up and up and up and up. Good. Left knee is still in towards that left rib cage by those left sides. Hips are still square to the mat. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that left knee lifted here, hold it lifted. Can you go ahead and extend that left leg long and then begin to bend it back in towards those left cheeks. Extending out that left leg long, bending it back in. Good. Extending it out long and bending it back in as we come into firing on up to those hamstrings. Good. Give me 5, 4. We're gonna add on in 3, in 2. This next one, hold that left leg long here. Begin to lower down that left leg to the ground and then begin to lift and lengthen that left leg. Now, this might be where your wrists are starting to bother you. You're still gonna be engaging those glutes, and if you come down to your forearms, you're more than welcome to do so as such, okay? Otherwise, I want you to go ahead and continue to have that right forearm parallel to the ground, to the top of your mat, and that left elbow is bent and firing it on up here. Good. I need 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2. This next one, hold that left leg lifted here. Little tiny pulses up and up. Oh my Lanta, this is where I stop feeling my left tricep. A little tiny lift up and down with those left legs. Good. For 8, 7, we're gonna go into that combination. I will walk you through it on this side. In 3, in 2. This next one, begin to lower down those left legs, tucking those toes. You're gonna come on up to that right palm here, engaging your core, your gaze is down in between those hands. You're gonna begin to lift those hips, driving that right knee into that chest, lowering down that right knee. Right forearm comes back down, parallel to the top of your mat. Begin to lift and lengthen those left legs. Slowly lowering down those left legs, tucking those toes, coming back up to that right wrist, engaging that core, lifting up from those hips. Right knee to chest, lowering it back down here, coming back down onto that forearm. Lift and lengthen that left leg, lowering it back down, tuck those toes, coming back up to that right palm, right knee to that chest, coming into that nice tiger curl, lowering it back down. Good. I need 6 more right here. You guys got it. Beautiful. Make every movement count, every breath. What is your intention? What are you doing here? What is your why? What is your purpose? Good. Maybe you want to go ahead and deepen your practice. Maybe this is your first time on the mat with me. You're going to get better with every movement. I promise you. Good. Showing up for yourselves here on the mat. Good. Taking the time that you need right here in this very moment. Good. Give me 3 more. 2. This next one, tucking those toes, coming on up to that right palm, knee to chest, lowering it back down. Right forearm is parallel to the top of your mat. Begin to lift and lengthen that left leg. Open up that hip over to the left-hand side, coming out to a nice diagonal. Begin to drive that left knee in towards that left elbow and extend it out long. Good. Driving that left knee in towards that elbow and then sending it out long. Good. 8. 7. Dig deep. Close your eyes if you need to. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. We already know what's next. This last one, hold that left knee in towards that left elbow. Little tiny pulses. Squeeze it in and in and in and in. You guys got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Begin to lower down that left knee down towards that right, reaching those fingertips long. Go ahead and shake out that right glute here. A beautiful, beautiful job. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna come on up, okay? You're gonna go ahead and take that resistance band. It's only gonna be underneath that right leg here. So it's gonna be come back behind that right knee, okay? You're gonna find that nice little lunge position. So right foot is forward, left foot is back. All right. As I go ahead and find my breath. All right. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. All right. Your palm is gonna be facing up with that resistance band here. All right. Your right hip is pressing back, your left hip is pressing forward. You're just gonna go ahead and drop it down into a 90-90 lunge. When you drop it down though, you're gonna fight the tension on that band and you're gonna press it on up towards the ceiling and then go ahead and release it on out, straighten out that back leg. Good, dropping it down to a 90-90, pressing and fighting that band with that right palm and then releasing it on out. Your right elbow is gonna stay nice and glued to those right hand sides here. Good. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're gonna stay low in that 90-90 lunge. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna stay down low in that 90-90 lunge. Can you begin to pulse that palm up towards the ceiling? So pulse it up and up and up and up. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go ahead and go full range right here. So extending that back leg long. Good. And then begin to drop it down into that 90-90 lunge, fighting the tension on that band with that right palm. Good. 8, 7, breathe. Focus on something on the ground. Your core is engaged, energy shooting out from the crown of the head. 4, 3. Give me 2 more. Excellent work thus far. This next one, hold it down low. Little tiny pulses up and up and up and up. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6. Left quad is on fire. 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one is straightening out that back leg, beginning to lower down that resistance band from that right knee. Go ahead and switch it on out to that left side. Good. Getting a little bit deeper into that lower body as we begin to fire on up that upper body. Right foot is back, left foot is forward. That left knee is going to be over top of those left ankles. Palm is going to be facing up. When you're ready, you're going to drop it down into that 90-90 lunge, fighting that tension on that band within that left palm, releasing it on out. As you go ahead and lower down, press it on up, and then releasing it on out. Remember, those left elbows are going to be glued to those rib cages here by those sides. You're curling it on up and then releasing it on out. Good. I need 8, 7, 6. You're having tension on that band the entire time. There is no slack in that band the entire time, okay? In 4, 3, 2, you're gonna stay low. This next one, hold it down low here. Little tiny pulses up towards the ceiling with that left palm. Little tiny pulses up and up and up and up. Focus on something in the room that is not moving. Yes, you can. Left hip presses back. Right hip presses forward. Good. Give me 5. We go full range in 3, 2. This next one here, let's go full range. Releasing it on out, straightening out that back leg, dropping it down into that 90-90 lunge. Releasing it on out. Good. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you stay down low. 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna stay down low in that 90-90 lunge. Begin to pulse it up and up and up with that left palm. Good. I need 10 more good ones right here. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Feel that right quad fire it on up. Give me 4, 3. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Yes, you are. Give me 2. Last one. Go ahead and shake it on out. Oh, my Lanta, my legs feel like jello. They are like tweaking. Go ahead and take that band. Okay, it's gonna come in between those arms here. All right, you're gonna reach those arms above those heads. Ours come in line with those ears. What you're gonna do is you're just simply gonna pull that resistance band down towards the right-hand side and then releasing it on out. Dropping that right elbow down towards those right sides, releasing it on out. So you're gonna feel that left arm begin to ignite. Good, we're just burning it on out. Beautiful job. Give me 8, 7, 6. You're gonna hold it down low to the right-hand side. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that arm down by the right-hand side. Fight the tension on that band. Little tiny pulses. So pulse it down and down and down and down. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, my Lanta, you feel that left arm fired on up. And in 3, and 2. This next one, reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and drop that left elbow down towards those left sides, pressing it back on up. Dropping it down, pressing it back on up. Dropping it down, press, drop, press. Good. I need 10 more, and then we pulse it on out. 9. You guys are almost there. 8, 7, 6, you're not looking down, you're looking up. Energy shooting out from the crown of the head. Give me 4, 3. Oh, my Lanta. Give me 2. This next one, hold that left elbow down towards those left sides. Little tiny pulse it down, 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 down. Give me 10, 9, feel that right arm fired on up, 8, 7, continue to breathe. Do not hold your breath. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, pressing it all the way on up. Beautiful job. Go ahead and begin to bring those arms so that they're inside that resistance band. Go ahead and reach them back on up, stepping back to the back of your mat. You're gonna go ahead and give me a nice forward fold down to the ground here. Good, just letting those head, neck, and shoulders just hang here. When you're ready, you can go ahead and drop it down to those knees, and you're gonna walk it on out to a nice high plank, okay? Those resistance bands are just right above those wrists here. You're gonna step it back, one right and then one left. You're just holding it on up into a nice plank. The energy is shooting out from the crown of the head, down through those heels. Your rib cage is pulling in. Good, your magic number for today is 5. We have 5 push-ups when I count you in. You press the floor away from you. I will count you in. We're gonna get into those push-ups in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, inhale as you lower down. Exhale, press. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Press the floor away from you. Hold it here. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Begin to slowly bend in those elbows as you lower down to the ground as you hover. And then go ahead and take a nice big inhale, untuck those toes. Go ahead and get into a nice upward facing dog. Have a nice inhale. And then when you exhale, lower down. Remove that resistance band from those wrists, placing it down by your side. And go ahead and rest that cheek down onto your mat. Bringing those hands down by your sides, just letting that heart rate come down here. Steadying that breath, taking it every inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Good. And when you're ready, begin to wiggle those toes for me here. Wiggling those fingertips. Rolling out those ankles in one direction, maybe the opposite. Rolling out those wrists as well in one direction, maybe rolling out the next. Maybe bending in those knees and windshield wiping them from side to side, letting out any lower back tension you might have felt on your mat here today. Good. And when you're ready, those palms come underneath and you're gonna go ahead and press yourself on up, coming into a nice seated position here on your mat. My legs are shaking, shaking. We have 2 breaths. All right, you're gonna go ahead and take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, letting go any negativity. Last and final breath here. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Those palms come together up at the top. You exhale as you bring it down to heart center. You guys should be so proud of the work that you did today on your mat. I am certainly so proud of you. Again, my name is Alyssa. I do Pilates at-home workouts here. It would mean so much to me if you guys could go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. And I can't wait to see you guys next time on the mat. Again, this is Pilates. It is a practice. Each and every single time that you show up, you should be so proud of yourselves. It's always going to feel different every single time that you show up. And I'm so, so incredibly proud of you, and you should be so proud of yourselves. Excellent, excellent work. And I can't wait to see you guys next time on the mat. Bye.